Welcome friends, and in this session we are going to talk about some updates in Java 8, and we will be covering different concepts like how do I work with lambdas. Then we'll be talking about what is functional interface, method references, and then we'll be talking about streams. So to begin with the concept, we are going to talk about the new updates that we are going to work out with lambdas. Now to understand the lambdas, we are going to create some basic structure like interfaces, because that is something which is important to understand the concept of lambdas. So I want to take you back to the original structure of interface, and then we are going to convert those interfaces to the interfaces which are compatible to Java 8, and then we will be shifting ourselves to understand what is actually lambda and how it is going to make your applications more flexible, maintainable, and it will give you the facility which is having a reduced code for the developers. So let's begin this journey. And to begin up with, I'm going to create one simple interface. All of us knows how to create interface and what is interface. So by default, interface is something which is called as the collection of rather abstract methods which does not have any implementation. And your subclass is supposed to have the implementation way, or subclass is supposed to have the overriding of that particular unimplemented or abstract method so as to define the behavior of that. So let us create a simple interface. Name of our interface is my interface. And traditionally, as I told you, what we can do is we can create a method which is a by default abstract method, and then I can say that this is a display method which can be created, right? Now to implement this, I need to have, let us say, another class inside which I will be able to implement this interface. So let's do that thing. I'm going to create one class. Name of a class is my interface implementation. And we know that whenever I say that I'm going to have a class which implements interface, then that particular class need to override all the abstract methods. So this will give me error as if now. So I'm going to override the method. So this will give me add an implemented method, and I could write some stuff inside that, which is let's say system out println in a display method. So I'm not going to do anything fancy as if now. What I need to do is I need to have an application, and inside this application I will be creating my interface implementation reference, and map it with let's say object of my interface implementation, and I would be calling m dot display. So this is what traditionally that we can do with our normal interface implementation. Now we are going to talk about some new things which are introduced in JDK 8, and the first and the foremost thing which is introduced is a concept called as a default method implementation in an interface. Now what is default method interface? Let us say that this is one of the interface and I want to add another method into this interface, and name of this method is add, which takes into account one data member, let us say a, which is of type integer. And the moment I add this method inside my interface, obviously my interface implementation class is going to be fail. Reason is quite simple, that this interface implementation is coupled with your my interface, and if any change happens in the my interface, I need to change this implementation over here, which is a problem, because if my interface is connected with lot many classes, it is coupled with n number of classes, then it is going to have some problem. It is going to have some let us say implementation errors, because you need to implement each and every method. So how do I come out of this is nothing but your solution to Java 8 default method interface. So how to do it is instead of declaring this method as an abstract method, you would be saying default void add, and you will be providing body for that. So I'm having some implementation inbuilt or default implementation for this add. So let us say I'm going to say system out println A. This is the simple thing I'm going to do. So which will print me, let us say A. Now if you observe, The moment I converted this to default, there is no uh, error to this my interface implementation. So what I can do now is I will be able to call this method, my interface method, which is having a add method inside my implementation class. So this display method will be calling internally another method, or it will be calling a method from that particular interface. Let us say add in bracket 10. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to or I have called m.display. M.display is going to call this display method from the implementation class, and this class internally calls the add method. Now you could write also the overloaded approach for this. So it is not the case that you will be having only a single method which could be declared as a default method. You could have, let's say, default void add in bracket int a int b, and I would say system out println a plus b. Even that is also permitted, and you can go to your implementation and say add 10 or add 10 comma 20, and if I call display now, it will call add method as well as it will call add 10 comma 20. So if I go back to my implementation execution, you will see that I'll be calling two methods at the same time. Another interesting thing is that it is not a rule that you cannot override these methods in your subclass. So overriding of this method is optional because there is already a default implementation, let's say. So I would do it in different way. So I will be able to also write the method public void add, let us say int x, and I would say system out println in subclass, and then I would print, let's say, x. And now if I execute this, you will see that I got a add method implementation, and that implementation is from, in fact, subclass. So whenever you say that you are having a default method in your interface, you can override the method in the subclass, or you can simply say that I don't want to override that method. It is subclass choice whether to override the method or not to override the method. So everything will be controlled by this particular class. So this way you are going to make sure that even though you add new methods in an interface, you still need not to worry about the subclass, that whether my subclass fails in that aspect or not, right? So that's the first thing that you should know. Now the new thing that we are going to do now is I'm going to create, let us say, another interface inside this. So let me create another interface, and name of that interface now is my interface 1. And before I go to my interface 1 declaration, I'm going to delete this add. I'm not going to overwrite this add as of now. And let me save this and go to my interface 1. What I'm going to do in my interface 1 is the similar method that we have declared in my interface. I'm going to redeclare it or redefine it as a default method implementation in my another interface, right? So I do have this add method declared and defined as a default in my interface 1, as well as it is declared and defined in my interface, normal my interface as well. So I'll be saying, let's say, inside my interface 1, and sorry, this is inside my interface, and in this my interface 1, the same method I'm going to say inside my interface 1, right? So I have two methods with the similar signature declaration present in both interfaces. Now this class which is implementing earlier my interface now is going to implement second interface as well. And the moment you do that, you will see that there is one error declared or error generated for the compilation of this class. Now this is the point that we are discussing, that whenever you are having an interface or you are having a single class rather which is implementing two interfaces, and both those interfaces contain same method as a default method implemented inside that, then you cannot simply say that my subclass is implementing two interfaces, because the problem is when I say add 10, which is nothing but the add method which takes into account integer, will be having some ambiguity, like in which interface it will refer to, whether it will refer the method from interface my interface, or whether it will refer the method from my interface one. So whenever you come across such kind of a situation, you have to make sure that if you are implementing two interfaces, and if both the interfaces having the same method as a default method implementation, you must override the method in the subclass, right? And if I now execute this class, you will see that the add method is going to be called from the subclass. So this is one of the change that you are going to observe in Java 8. In our next session, I'm going to take you to another change in Java 8, and then after that, we'll be talking about the concept of lambdas, for which we are waiting for some time.